and welcome to my channel, Talisman Tarot. In this reading I will be channeling a message from your sibling. So this could be a living sibling, and it could also be a sibling who has passed away. And so what I want to do in this reading is I want to find out what this sibling wants you to know, what they want to tell you, and so this will be group number 1, this will be group number 2, this will be group number 3. And so I will ask you to use your intuition to choose the right group for you. So so let's get on with the reading. So group number 1, you chose this pyrite in fluorite, or pyrite on top of fluorite. And so I will start with a little channeled message for you. So a little backstory for you on how you were as siblings growing up. And I see that you might have fought a lot, and so maybe this sibling was a bit violent towards you. I'm not certain that this person feels much remorse because of it. They might even feel like the fighting had a negative impact on them, so because it turned them into the scapegoat of the family, and well, the one who always took the blame. And so I think they actually are a bit torn about it, because I think on one hand they feel bad for the pain they caused you, but on the other hand they feel frustrated, because I think they feel like they took too much of the blame. Maybe you were always working behind the scenes. Maybe you provoked a reaction from them in the hopes that it would catch your parents' attention, and they would get in trouble. Your sibling would get in trouble, and so like you might have taken advantage of how easy your sibling was to provoke. You might have whispered in their ears something insulting, and they might have insulted you back, but instead of whispering, they would blurt it out so that your parents could hear. And but it was actually you who started it. And I think many of your fights were actually, well, ones where you actually started it. And so so for some of you, I actually think you were the older sibling, and this sibling you were asking about were actually the younger sibling. And I think you might have tried to put them in a bad light in front of your parents, because you had a hard time sharing your parents' attention with your sibling. And I think you were jealous of the attention they got, and so you tried to make them look bad in front of your parents. And so also with the pyrite on top of fluoride here, I think this makes sense. I think your sibling grew kind of on top of you, kind of making you feel invisible underneath, and so I think it is quite normal for the older sibling to feel this way. I'm the youngest sibling myself, so I haven't experienced it myself, but it must be devastating to go from being number one to suddenly being number two. And so I think you did everything to win back the first place, but I think it might have actually backfired on you, because the more you try to put your younger sibling in a bad light, the more attention they got. But so what message does what message will what message does your sibling have for you? So I will draw your cards now. So Queen of Cups. Okay, sorry. Queen of Cups, Temperance, the Fool, King of Cups, and Knight of Wands. So I think the first thing I noticed was the feather here on this picture. And so for some of you, you might have always wanted to be a writer, maybe even from childhood, from you when you were a child. This might have been a childhood dream of yours to become a writer, and maybe this sibling actually wants to encourage you to become a writer. Maybe also this could also be with the doves here in the sky, and this person writing with a feather. This could also be I think of like signing the Declaration of Peace. Maybe they have actually reached out to you, and they are waiting for you to accept their peace offering. They could also have apologized, but you didn't accept their apology. But whatever they did, you might need to rethink this, because maybe you are being too hard on them, and maybe you are a bit blind towards your own role in this. Maybe you don't see all the things you did wrong as well. And if this is not the case, if they have not reached out to you or apologized, then I think they might be waiting for you to reach out to them. Maybe they feel like the peace offering should come from you. So for some of you, with the temperance here, there's a rainbow here, and for some of you, this person actually might be homosexual, and they might actually really want to tell you this, but they might be afraid to tell you. Maybe they are afraid how you will react, and this could also be reversed, like it could be you who's actually maybe you are homosexual, and so maybe this person wants to tell you that, you to know that they are supportive of you no matter what, but I do sense that it's more likely that this is actually them who has uh, who has been keeping this a secret from you, and so for some of you, this could also mean that they want you to become more balanced. Maybe they also want to preach moderation to you. Maybe they are worried about something that you tend to do in excess. Like maybe it's an addiction, but it could also have to do with money. Actually, I don't know if maybe you're dating someone right now, and maybe your sibling might feel like you're not like you're only dating them for this person for the money, but that might only resonate with a few of you. But so this could also have to do with your career path. Maybe they feel like you chose your career path only only for the money, only because of the money. Like maybe you are studying to become a lawyer or something that pays a lot, and maybe they feel like you should have chosen a field you were more passionate about. Maybe they feel like you should be like an author, that you should write books instead, that you should do something creative, and they feel like you might be throwing your talent away because you are pursuing this career that's not completely you, and I think they want you to be more like the fool. They want you to follow your heart more. Take a leap of faith. Don't take the safe route. Do what makes you happy. Do what feels right for you. Also with the King of Cups here, if you look at the picture here, there's a peacock in the background, and I think of that fable about a peacock complaining to Juno that it doesn't have a beautiful as beautiful a singing voice as the nightingale, and Juno gets mad because how dare the peacock envy the nightingale for its singing voice when the peacock has been gifted with the most beautiful feather gown. And so I think maybe this person is trying to tell you that not all that glitter is gold, that you shouldn't look up to rich people, and you shouldn't want to be like them because you have something much more valuable. You have a creative gift, and that's just so much more worth than all the money in the world. And I think this person also wants Well, this is a bit more negative. I'm sorry, but with the here, I think with the fires in the background, both a volcano erupting in the background and this bonfire in the background here, I think this person wants you to stop creating fires and then walk away from them, since I think he might be addressing that, he or she, this person might be addressing that you have a tendency to create havoc and then leave the premises, and you might be the type who drops the bomb right when you are about to leave, right when you are putting on your coat and ready to walk out the door, and you might always wait for the last minute to speak your mind about something, right when you know you don't actually have to deal with it, because then you can say whatever you want, and then just say that you can't elaborate because you are too late and you need to leave. And so I think this person wants you to stop doing that. There might also have been incidences where you have been to family gatherings, maybe around the holidays, where you were passive aggressively annoyed about something, and then you might have gone home earlier than the others and then called someone in your family, maybe your sibling, but I think it's more likely that it's actually your mother, and then you might have complained about all the things that went on while you were there, and this might have created a lot of conflict, and in a way you created a bonfire from afar, from another place, and so you didn't have to deal with it, but everyone else did. And so I think this person wants you to just be more honest about your feelings, speak your mind when it's actually still relevant. Like if someone does something annoying or something that's something that is hurtful to you, or something like that, just react right at the time when this happens, not later when there is not much to do about it. And so I think when you call to complain about something that happened, something your sibling did or something your sibling's partner did, your sibling gets like flashbacks to when you were children, especially if you had a tendency to call your parents to complain, because this makes, like if you have a tendency to call your parents to complain, because this makes them think of all the times when you set them up, when you were children, when you set them up to look bad in front of your parents. I think this person wants to tell you that you have a tendency to put up this facade as this good and innocent person, but I think your sibling wants you to admit that you're actually not like that at all. I don't want to take any sides in this. This is just what I see that this person wants you to know. I know it sounds bad, but maybe you really have. Maybe you need to see this a bit from your sibling's perspective. Maybe I see that your sibling wants you to be happy. I think they genuinely want you to be happy. They want all the best for you, but and so I see that there's a lot of love for there. You have a lot of love for each other, but and 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 that's also why these conflicts can be a bit bad, because you actually have much love there. And so if you are actually the one hesitant to sign this declaration of peace with this person, you might need to, well, you might need to reconsider this, why you are, especially if you are giving them the silence treatment right now, then please stop doing that, because I think communication is key here, and it's actually communication that might have actually put you in this rut to begin with. So I think communicating with this person is really important. I think you need to speak your mind more. Don't be so passive aggressive. Don't wait until later to like call your parents and complain about them. It's like what I was saying before, like you're still kind of doing that thing where you whisper something in their ear, and then they blurt it out to the, like, to make them look bad in front of their parents, and you are kind of doing that now, but now this person actually doesn't have control over the situation. It's not because they are they are blurting it out. It's because you are becoming more and more um, smart about it. You wait until later to um, to rat them out in a way. So um, it's. I think this is actually quite normal, really. I think so. So don't feel bad, but maybe do. Maybe the best thing to do here is kind of look at it from his perspective, and maybe see some of, maybe there is some truth to this, and there's nothing wrong with that, because we all have a tendency to be a bit passive aggressive at times, and we have a tendency to not say things, and sometimes, well, I know I complain to my mother about my brother. It's and I know it's not the best thing to do, but so I think it's kind of normal in a sibling uh, rivalry, but so maybe sometimes we just need to laugh about it and say, okay, I know I did that. That's uh, well, oh well, that's so me, or something like that. You know, you can just um, maybe don't be so don't take yourself so seriously. Um, don't deny every allegation this person has right away, even though I think they sound a bit bad. It's a bit bad allegations, like this person is kind of saying that you are a bit two-faced and a bit manipulative, but um, but in but this person is saying it in a loving way. I think this person still has a lot of love for you, but so um, maybe try to look at it objectively and maybe see if some of the things they are saying might be right. And even if it is a misconception, you can meet them halfway by figuring out what might have formed this misconception. So because there must, like, even if you didn't mean it that way, if you actually don't think you are actually trying to get your sibling into trouble in front of your parents, this might and this might be true that you don't think you are doing that. Maybe you are doing it subconsciously, and maybe you're not doing it at all. And if you're not doing it at all, then maybe try to figure out why your sibling might think that you might be doing it on purpose to make him get in trouble in front of your parents. And so, and whatever that is you do that makes this person think that you're trying to get them in trouble, stop doing that. Then the misconception will go away. And so that's but I see a lot of love here. I think that you have a lot of love for each other. So, but that's what I see for you, group number 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2. You chose this Labradorite, and so I will start with a channeled message for you. And so I think you might have 2 siblings. I think you might be in contact with one of them, and you might be in conflict with the other, or you might just not be in contact with the other. You might have drifted apart from this sibling, or for a few of you, this sibling could have passed away. If that is the case, it might have happened quite recently, because I feel like you are actually asking about your other sibling, the one still alive, which might indicate that you are not currently ready to hear the message from your sibling who passed away. I will deliver this message at the end of the reading, because even though it is the most important one, I will first deliver the message that will resonate with the majority of you, and well, the one where this is a living sibling who you might have had a falling out with recently, but so this might still resonate with you though, and how your relationship was before the passing. So just listen to both. So I think you might have been quite close, all 3 of you, when you were children. I think there happened something quite special in a sibling group of 3. I think when 2 siblings get a 3rd sibling, this 3rd sibling binds the 2 siblings together in a very beautiful way, forming like this perfect triangle. But it can easily fall apart if one sibling drifts apart from the group, because it might leave the 2 remaining siblings unable to bond with each other, because they might realize that they don't have much in common with each other. And so this 3rd sibling could have disconnected from the family because maybe they chose to pursue a very ambitious career. For some of you, this is actually the reason why you lost contact. You might have had an argument with this person, which I think is a shame, because I see that you two actually were the ones in the sibling group who had the most in common, and maybe that's also why your conflict might end up in one of you cutting contact with the other because your feelings just run so deep. You might have felt like this person neglected you when they pursued their career. I think you might be the type who tries to keep the family together. You might value family a lot. You might be a Cancer, and so you think, so you feel like this person is not valuing the family enough, not investing enough time and energy in the family. You might feel like they are always rushing, and on the other hand, this person might feel like you are treating them unfairly, not understanding how much stress and pressure they are experiencing in their career. You might actually have pushed this person away because this person didn't like how guilty you made them feel for choosing their career over their family. And well, of course they have no obligation to spend time with their family, and so of course it is their choice to make, and well, it is of course a matter of opinion and values, and your values are your family, and this person's values are career, and you are both free to focus on whatever you want, but of course maybe you have been a bit mad and disappointed over this person, and maybe you feel like it isn't the same without them. Like maybe I see that you love your other sibling very much, but maybe you just don't have the same bond with this other sibling, so you might feel like when you are just two together, you and your sibling, you feel like you need that third sibling to kind of break the ice in a way. You might not feel like you are completely on the same wavelength as your other sibling, and so I see that this other sibling, actually the sibling I feel like you might be actually asking about, for some of you, I see that this sibling might be a bit self-absorbed actually, and a bit hard to connect with. Maybe they are a bit closed off, and for some of you, they might even have some serious issues, like they could have addictions, maybe drug addiction. I don't. I see that this could be the youngest sibling that has all these issues, and so maybe you, sorry, maybe you and your maybe you and your sibling might have bonded because you were always running after this youngest sibling, trying to keep them out of trouble, and so maybe this is also why you are a bit mad at your other sibling. Maybe you feel like they're no longer there to help you take care of your youngest sibling. And maybe your sibling feels like you might smother your youngest sibling too much, and maybe even that you are enabling them. And so I think you are the rescuer, and your youngest sibling is the one who needs rescuing, which also might be the reason why you actually thought about him for this reading. You might be worried about him right now, and I think you have that personality where you in a way need someone to rescue you. You need to help someone. You need to feel helpful, and you need to feel like someone else needs you. Maybe you also need someone to worry about, so that you don't have to worry about yourself. And so it is natural for you to take care of your youngest sibling, and maybe this is not um, maybe this is not the case for this other sibling. Um, this might not come as naturally to them. Might not be the rescuing type. You might have to realize that this is a personality trait that is uniquely yours, and you shouldn't be so hard on your other sibling for not being the same way. But so let's draw some cards. So Judgment, Three of Wands, Knight of Swords, Six of Swords reversed. And so I think with the Judgment here, I think this person wants to make a peace offering, like with the doves here. I think this person really wants to make peace with you. So so the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords reversed are actually giving me a bit mixed signals, but this like the Three of Wands is about a journey, traveling, and well, sometimes it's also about someone waiting for scouts to come back into shore with news of new land to conquer. And with the Six of Swords, that's also about the journey, but it's reversed. So it's like a journey from like calmer waters into stormy waters. And well, maybe this person is telling you that you have been waiting around for far too long, and maybe they think you are taking the safe road. Maybe you still live near your hometown, and maybe this person is trying to encourage you to move away from your family and start your own life, even if that will mean that you will, for a very short time, leave the calmer waters behind and sail into stormy ones. I also think they want you to know, with the Knight of Swords here, that it's okay to be selfish sometimes. It's okay to like step on a few skulls to get to where you want to be in life. And so also with the Judgment card here, I think a bit of with the bell here, it's like the Liberty bell, and So maybe this person wants you to have freedom, to not feel obligated towards your family anymore. And I also think this person wants you to take care of yourself with the Three of Wands, with the apple here. Like maybe they want you to focus on your own health. Maybe like with the apple, I also think of like going to the doctor, and so maybe this person wants you to take care of yourself. Maybe you have been taking so much care of others that you have forgotten to take care of yourself. They might also want to remind you to eat. That maybe they are worried that you're not eating enough. Maybe they're worried that you're losing weight, and so this could be so that's what I see for you if this this sibling is living. And so I will proceed now to the reading where this could be someone who has passed away. And I think this sibling wants to tell you, well, it's, I think this sibling wants to tell you to take care, to stop taking care of everyone else, start taking care of yourself. If your family might be in, like, if this sibling has passed away recently, your family might be in a very deep sorrow, and maybe especially your youngest sibling, and that's maybe why you are asking about them. That's maybe why you are worried about them right now. Maybe they had addictions before your siblings passing, and you are afraid that this will be the last thing that will push them over the edge. And I see that you have been staying strong for your family, especially your youngest sibling, and maybe you are also watching this video to get validation from your youngest sibling that the work you do for them is actually valued. But I have a sense that, well, it is, the message is coming from your other brother, the brother who has passed away, and they want to tell you to stop taking care of everyone else and start taking care of yourself. I can't address that enough, really. I think they also want to address the fact that you haven't grieved. You have been staying strong for everyone else, and in doing so you have completely blocked your own emotions. You have not allowed yourself to be sad, and I think this is I think this is I think this is what's being referred to with this card here. I think they want you to start facing your own emotions, even though this means to sail from calmer waters to stormy waters. You need to allow yourself to go through the stormy waters as well. It is okay to cry, because right now you are maybe a bit in denial. You are blocking your thoughts and memories of them because you can't handle the fact that they are gone. And with the Judgment card here, I think I think you're blocking your memories, and while blocking your memories, you're actually blocking them from contacting you. I see for some of you, you might actually be psychics yourself, and so maybe this sibling has actually been trying to contact you, and they want, um, and they have not been able to like get in contact with you because you are blocking them. You're blocking the memory of them. And of course, if you are not ready yet, then of course you should wait until you're ready. And I also get the sense that they are by your side. Um, they won't go anywhere. They will wait around until you're ready. I think this person was as I said before, was a bit patient, bit impatient and busy, and in a rush all the time when they were alive. But I see that this person I think this person has found peace now. So now I think they are actually jokingly rushing you along. I think they just made a joke, that you must be doing this on purpose, making them wait around for you, wasting their time. That this must be their punishment for all the years of not spending enough time with you. And I think this person really wants to cheer you up. Really, I think they want you to be happy and smile again. So, but that's what I see for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hello, group number 3. You chose this Moki marble. So, for this group, I actually want to use another deck. Also, this new deck I've just bought. And I was really looking forward to using this in my readings, but when I received it, like, it's massive. It's like I can't really use this in my readings because it's so big. And so I will be using both. So first I will draw cards from this deck about your childhood together with your sibling, and then I will be using the deck you chose as the actual message from this sibling. So so the first card is 9 of Wands, and I think see that this is I see this as maybe someone who's peeking into an older sibling's room, waiting to be included. And so maybe you have an older sibling, and so I think you actually might have maybe this sibling is actually a lot older than you, and so maybe you maybe this person was so much older that they moved away from home when you were young also. But so with the 10 of hearts here, there's a mermaid, and I think there might be a pattern here, because this reminds me of the Little Mermaid, and the Little Mermaid was so wanted so much to be a part of the human world, and also this fairy here is uh, really baffled by the garden peeking at the door, and so I think you really looked up to your older sibling growing up. You wanted to be a part of their world. You wanted to be included, and maybe you felt like you were left out in the cold a lot. And so here's Alice in Wonderland, and so I think you felt like a bit like Alice in Wonderland. You might have have fallen into a rabbit hole as a child, like like maybe you were tired of getting excluded, and so you just created an imaginary world within yourself. You might even have had imaginary friends growing up. Like I see that you might have actually been quite lonely as a child, since there's only like, well, you are alone a bit in these so in these cards. So I think you might actually have felt a bit neglected as a child. Also with the Little Mermaid, she abandoned her family to get married on land, and so maybe your sibling was the Little Mermaid who abandoned you because they moved away and started a family on their own, and so you felt like they stopped caring about you. It could also have been that your parents split up, and one of your parents moved far away, and maybe your parents split up, and so maybe you lived with one parent and your sibling lived with the other, and maybe that is why you felt lonely growing up. And if that's the case, this sibling might well, if it's not the case, the sibling could also have given you a have just, if you actually lived this under the same roof while you growing up, maybe they were just a really a bad teenager, and so they and you might have been a child as they were when they were a teenager, and so they might have given you a very hard time. Like they might have bullied you a bit, told you that you were not allowed in their room, not allowed to touch their stuff. And so I think there was a lot of times where they would play in their room with their friends, and you were not allowed to participate, and so I think you felt left out a lot. Then you might have also have gotten like the stigma as the annoying one, but so, well, let's put these to the side and let's take some tarot cards. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Cups, Three of Wands, Four of Swords. So I think this is the message from your sibling, and I think I don't know, but I somehow feel a bit of like a level of insincerity. I don't know. Maybe you actually don't have much of a relationship with the sibling. I actually don't. I don't think they have much to say, to be honest. I think they might see you as the queen of cups, but it's quite unlikely. But maybe they see you as someone loving and caring. That they might also want to tell you that, like, for some of you, you might be psychic. That might also be why you made up these imaginary friends. Maybe they weren't imaginary friends, actually. Maybe you were talking to ghosts. And so maybe this person actually knows that you are a psychic, and so maybe this person has actually known that since you were a child, and maybe this person actually teased you for it, but with the with the Three of Wands here, they might be thinking of reaching out to you, like traveling towards you. Maybe they will be doing that in the holidays, and so, and with the Four of Swords, I guess they might. I think they might have been bad at contacting you, but maybe Corona. Maybe you have used Corona as an excuse to why they haven't reached out to you. But I'm not sure if that's actually. I think it was something they were bad at even before Corona. So I don't know. Maybe they also want to tell you that it's nothing like you shouldn't take it personally. That they maybe they have like maybe they have just not had the time to stay in touch with you. It's not because they don't want to spend time with you. It's just that they might just not have had a lot of time, and maybe they have had a lot of things going on in their life. And I don't know if this is a sister. She could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or if it's a brother you're asking about, he could have a girlfriend or a wife who is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So for some of you, this girlfriend or wife is actually taking much of their time. They might be she might be a bit controlling, and so she might actually not want him to spend time with you because she for some reason sees you as competition. And also with the mermaid here, she might have taken your brother away from you and moved away, and you might feel like you have lost your brother forever, but I think you will have an opportunity to bond again. Also for some of you, your sibling might be addressing that you might this Queen of Cups could actually also be your mother, and so maybe your mother is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but maybe this person thinks you're too close to your mother, that you need to cut the umbilical cord. Maybe you help your mother out a lot. Maybe you stayed with your mother after the divorce, and and they stayed with your father, and so maybe they also feel like you took your mother's side after the divorce. So maybe they think you are spending too much time with your mother. Maybe they think of you of your mother as a bit toxic, and I don't think you agree with that at all. But I just don't. I don't think your sibling knows your mother the way you do, and so I also think for some of you that when you were children, you might have actually started out traveling back and forth uh, from your mother to your father, but maybe it was just too annoying to travel so long that one sibling just stayed in the one place, and the other stayed in the other place, and so you might still be affected by this, because even if both of you have moved away from home, you might not have moved very far from home, and so you might still have a long way to travel to see each other, and so I think you have just drifted away, and I think this person wants to visit you with the three of wands, but they also kind of want to stay at home and rest with the four of swords, and you might feel the same way. So it's maybe I feel like it's a bit there's a level of ambivalence. You both kind of want to reconnect. You kind of also want to well, I just think you both kind of want to stay at home and not have to travel so far to visit each other. It's so well. That's what I see for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye.